Looking out of a window, is Daddy coming home? There's a warning of violence at the station. 7 dead on the sidewalk, animal in a cage. We've been calling his number, there's no answer. And if I knew of a signal sent, I'd follow it to the fundament. Men and women of good intent, hand in hand at the fundament. No promise broken, no truth bent at the fundament. She had a brother in Yuma and a kid on the way. She was waiting for paper to belong here, till the men who don't know her come to take her away. She'll be washing their dishes ever after. And if I knew what the message meant, I'd follow it to the fundament. Men and women of good intent, all arise at the fundament. No promise broken, no truth bent at the fundament. Breath of mortar and tear gas shuffling at the door. We'll be shouting for quiet for a lifetime. There's a war in the 8th ward, boots and blood in the street. We've been calling and calling, still no answer. I pray for a soul's ascent, I wanna go to the fundament. Men and women of good intent, all arise at the fundament. No promise broken, no promise broken, no promise broken, no truth bent at the fundament. Good evening, my friends. Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I've stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains. I've walked and I've crawled on 6 crooked highways. I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles in the mouth of a graveyard. And it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rain gonna fall. Oh, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? Oh, what did you see, my darling young one? I saw a new newborn baby with wild wolves all around it. I saw a highway of diamonds with nobody on it. I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with their hammers a-bleeding. I saw a white ladder all covered with water. I saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. I saw guns and sharp swords in the hands of young children. And it's a hard, it's a hard, well it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rains are gonna fall. Are you with me so far? Oh, what did you hear, my blue-eyed son? And what did you hear, my darling young one? I heard the sound of thunder, it roared out a warning. I heard the roar of a wave that could drown the whole world. I heard one person starve, I heard many people laughing. I heard the song of a poet who died in the gutter. I heard the sound of a clown who cried in the alley. And it's a hard, well it's a hard, well it's a hard, yeah it's a hard rains are gonna fall. Well, who did you meet, my blue-eyed son? And who did you meet, my darling young one? I met a young child beside a dead pony. I met a white man who walked a black dog. I met a young woman whose body was burning. I met a young girl, she gave me a rainbow. I met one man in love and another in hatred. And it's a hard, well it's a hard, well it's a hard, it's a hard rains are gonna fall. Well, what do you do now, my blue-eyed son? What will you do now, my darling young one? I'm going back out for the rain starts a-falling. I'll walk to the depths of the deepest black forest, where the people are many and their hands are all empty, where the pellets of poison are flooding their waters, where the home in the valley meets the damp, dirty prison, where the executioner's face is always well hidden, where hunger is ugly, where souls are forgotten, where black is the color, where none is the number. And I'll tell it and think it and speak it and breathe it and reflect it from the mountain so all souls can see it. Then I'll stand on the ocean until I start sinking. But I'll know my song well before I start singing. And it's a hard, yes it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rains are gonna fall. Hello, my friends. Speaking of justice, Professor Justin Brooks is with us. You never stop. I'm just a privileged white guy hacking away for kicks on my front porch. You are doing the hard work. Google Justin Brooks, ladies and gentlemen, and you will know that I'm friends with a very important celebrity. More important than the boss. I mean that. Thanks for joining me for a night of righteous anger and joy. I haven't done this in a while because I haven't been feeling it, and I don't want to bore you or go through the motions despite massive pressure from the record company that has invested millions in my career as a songwriter. I have just refused to do what I'm not feeling. I'm not gonna play the corporate game. I'm not a puppet. But I'll tell you what I am. I am a middle-aged man who cannot memorize 29 frickin' verses of a Bob Dylan poem, which is why I have some cheat sheets tonight. This one I almost have memorized. When I sing along in the car, I do. So my favorite new protest singer, my favorite living protest singer under the age of 50 is a woman named Carsey Blanton, who is many years under the age of 50. She's in her early 30s. She has the energy of an 18-year-old. She is someone I discovered during COVID, thanks to the glories of the Facebook algorithm, which does bring a great deal of evil, but occasionally it will bring something great to us. And because of my love of John Prine, I heard Carsey singing her song Fishin' With You, a song about the late great John Prine that she wrote like within days of his death. And she put out a new album, which I will tell you, wherever you are on the political spectrum, it's ear candy. The best kind of protest music does not bang you over the head like it's protest music. It seduces you. I love her too. She's coming to. You live in Maryland, right, Eden? I think she has some dates coming up there. You should see her. So her new album called Love and Rage is her best, and they're all really good. But it's really of the moment, and this is my favorite song from it. Mama, it's a disaster, going faster and faster, and all of my heroes turning out to be bastards. Ain't no peace to be found in this company town, 'cause the house will keep winning till we burn the house down. So all of my friends in the streets tonight, we go singing. All of my friends who are down and out, we gon' fight. All my friends in the upper above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Well, they call it a riot, 'cause we ain't keeping quiet. But if you've been listening, we know you don't buy it. And they say we've been stealing, yeah, but who's the real villain? When we can't even make a living, they're out there making a killing. And all my friends in the streets tonight, we'll go singing. All my friends who are down and out, we gon' fight. All my friends in the upper bar, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the street tonight. Well, they can lock us up and they can knock us down. We're the ones who run this town. Gonna shout it out till we make them face. streets tonight, we'll go singing. All of my friends who are down and out, we're gonna fight. All of my friends in the upper above, with all our rage and all our love, adding fuel to the fire down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Down in the streets tonight. Thank you, dear Carsey. Keep on keeping on. I saw her in New York a couple weeks ago. She was superb. And she has the chemistry with her bandmates that somebody who has been with the same guys for 10 plus years has. That cannot be faked. And she has enormous respect from the people who love her. It is better, as John Prine taught us, as Jonathan Richman has taught us, as so many of my heroes have taught us. It is better to be loved by some than idolized mindlessly by many. Because at some point, everybody reaches a critical mass where, beyond which, if they are commercially successful, they're probably in some corners going to be commercially successful for the wrong reasons. That, my friends, is an elaborate, what do you call that? An elaborate defense mechanism for the fact that my appeal has grown very selective. I do feel that way, though. So there's a lot of exciting stuff that I've been doing musically that I'm excited to share with the world. Most notably esteemed harmonica soloist Samuel Alfred Roberts, who has incredible skills on the harp. Have you ever heard of Riverboat Sam Roberts? He's been playing the blues for longer than most of us have been alive, ladies and gentlemen. With passion. With passion. He used to be a borderline student, and then he graduated to some serious shit. Motorboat. Sam, we don't need to hear about your sexual proclivities, okay? Really, keep it PG. God, can't control himself. Okay, so here's one I wrote a couple weeks ago. This is the latest in my Can't We Just Get Along series. I'm inappropriate. Good thing only 8 people are watching. Ooh, 9, 10! Double digits. Jesus. Better not fuck up now. All right, the latest in my Can't We All Just Get Along series. So listen, the intro was going to be one of two things. That's the Smiths. Take me out tonight, 'cause I want to see people, but that doesn't make sense. And this was, that's You Wear It Well. I had nothing to lose on this hot afternoon. Settle down and write you a line. So I went with the You Wear It Well intro. This is called A Win or a Loss. Does it have to be a win or a loss? Must we be celebrated or defeated? This town is big enough for both of us, you and me. 4 ships jockey for passage, inlet closing and frozen with fear. The first hit the fourth and the third hit the second. Fire on deck, the end is near. Think of your mother and the promise you made. See the beauty shoreline from the waters we wade in. It doesn't have to be over and done. If you go under, I haven't won. Does it have to be a win or a loss? Must we be celebrated or defeated? This town is big enough for both of us, you and me. There's a gun on the table in the opening scene. Let's let it lie if you know what I mean. The ammunition comes at too high a price. Our friendship isn't worth the sacrifice. It's not okay if you're corralled by another love sheriff who'll be our general. I want a governor who will govern me, one who agrees we can disagree. Does it have to be a win or a loss? Must we be celebrated or defeated? This town is big enough for both of us, you and me. The seeker of truth will only find folly in a land where it's all how you feel. I could rob Peter to pay Paul and Molly. Nobody makes $1 from that deal. I'll take a life jacket and a helping hand. Not every battle is a final stand. All or nothing in a constant fight. Take it away, I don't want that right. Instrumental break. Does it have to be a win or a loss? Must we be celebrated or defeated? This town is big enough for both of us, you and me. Call up the courage now to balk at the cause and leave a battle cry unheeded. This town is big enough for both of us, you and me. Win or a loss, the new smash hit coming at you soon. Next month's single, maybe. I'm not feeling like doing it anymore. Oh, okay. The original protest song. My songs that have been mistaken for protest music are largely the function of sexual frustration in my teens and 20s. But if you want to call me a brilliant folk singer because of that, okay, joke's on you. Back when you had something to fight for, and the world was a thorn in your side, your words didn't come from no cue card. The truth was something more than the next convenient lie. And everybody laughed at you, baby, though you swore you would turn it around. As you tore out your soul before a sea of empty chairs, did you dive into this just to drown? You said it makes no difference to you 20 times or more. Head on the corporate chopping block, death rapping at your door. When they threw you in the oven, babe, you knew it had begun. How quickly your ideas go from half-baked to overdone. I can see a different world where the kiss of life is an execution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution, yeah. They'll be calling the kill consequential, kicking all the coins out of your car. Will your poverty and grace take you to a safer place, or just a marketplace for martyrs in the rough. Like a doe you froze up in luck's headlight, like a snake you slid under the hood. Now the engine keeps you warm as it robs you of all form. Are you so surprised to be misunderstood? Where the shell shock of the centuries just begs you to explode, as you become what you despise, just do as you are told. In a dungeon full of visionaries choking on your dust, your siren song is soundtrack as the sweat begins to rust. I can see a different world where the kiss of life is an execution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution. I can taste the blood in my dream, where a shotgun blast is the sole solution. It breaks my heart how I'd like to storm your revolution. I'd love to storm your revolution. I'd live to storm your revolution. Thank you, New Jersey, Brazil, the Philippines, other places I couldn't find on a map. Good night! See you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Love you.